It's a big day. It's a big bucket kind of day. Welcome to Cap and Cork's Mixed Drink Mondays. Of course, we're celebrating July 4th. Fabulous weekend full of great outdoor parties, indoor parties, getting together with our friends and family all around the nation. Loving it. I've got 3 great cocktails for you. Of course, we're going to feature the Big Bucket. This is the brand new Big Bucket. Take a look at that. This is the Big Bucket Frosé, which is absolutely brand new. You will recognize this Big Bucket as the old Big Bucket. All right, so it's the same great Big Bucket quality and Mixology Pro. You can check out some recipes there. But it's a great new Big Bucket look and feel. It's beautiful, it's fun, it's all about having a good time. So, big buckets and some whiskey and some Pina Coladas and some more. So I better get started because these ones are frozen and they're waiting for my attention. Let's get on to our very first cocktail. We will start off with 1 ounce of whiskey. This is your favorite whiskey. Make it an American whiskey this weekend, would you? Whether it's a bourbon from Kentucky or a Tennessee whiskey, or maybe it's a bourbon from Colorado or a bourbon from New York. Some kind of whiskey, some kind of an American whiskey. All right, I'm gonna shake that up. 1 ounce of whiskey and 3 ounces of sweet and sour. All right, here's a glass I have full of crushed ice for you today because it looks really pretty. You can also just fill it with regular ice if you'd like. Pour this over top of that. Leaving a tiny bit of room at the top. Let me get in there with my spoon and make sure it's mixed up fairly well. Tall and refreshing cocktail. This is a little lemon lime soda. Just a little bit of that on top, add some effervescence, and leaving just a little bit of room for some red, white, and blue. Just the blue part anyway. And a little bit of the Master of Mixes Blue Curacao syrup on top. That will slowly drizzle down as the sugars bring that to the bottom and slowly make that into a really cool whiskey sour with a little bit of blue in it. And of course the lemon lime soda, which makes that a drink that I call the bluegrass lemonade. Let's move on to our next cocktail, another great fun cocktail. Here we are going to start off with Master of Mixes grenadine syrup. A little bit of grenadine syrup just in the bottom of the glass, just a tad bit there. Cap there, keeps it fresh. And some Master of Mixes Pina Colada mix. However, we need to build this in a glass. 5 ounces of Master of Mixes Pina Colada. Real cream of coconut and pineapple and cane sugar. And 2 ounces of rum. There we go. And we'll load this up with some ice cubes. Very good. Making sure that that glass is full to the top with ice. That way when we put it in the blender just like this, the blender drink that comes out is easy to pour. And I'm just going to pour it right down over top of the grenadine. Give it a little shake. I want to keep that grenadine down there a little bit, but allow it to go wherever it wants. My big long spoon. Just want to mix that up down there. So I'm just spinning on the bottom of the glass as opposed to scooping it all the way up. You'll see why in just a momento. And the Master of Mixes Blue Curacao syrup comes back very gently, putting a few drips of that on the top, and I want to stir that in just a wee tad to keep it from dribbling down the side of the glass too much. I want this presentation to look really cool. All right, have a little bit more just to top it up. Beautiful. Look at that. There's a great, what I like to call the red, white, and blue colada. It's just a pina colada, rum, and Master of Mix's pina colada mix, plus grenadine on the bottom, blue curacao on the top. Red, white, and blue. Looks gorgeous. And it looks different everywhere you turn it around. It's absolutely beautiful. All right, now on to one of my more biggest, funner, bigger drinks. Not sure funner's even a word. Here we go. Pardon me as I drink my big mug in. I've been celebrating this cocktail for 4th of July since I started working with Master of Mixes. And here we go. Big Bucket Marathon. Master of Mixes Big Bucket. I won't tell you how to make it because if you haven't made it yet, you just gotta buy one and enjoy it. This is so delicious and just so much fun. And if you're looking for an easy way to show up at the party with the biggest amount of drinks, this is it. You take the big bucket and a bottle of your favorite spirit, usually rum. This is the Big Bucket Hawaiian, so we ask for you to add rum in it. But you can add anything you want to it. All right, I actually added some rum to this one. It's this one that I wanted to get to. This is our Margarita. Big Bucket Margarita. Simply add 1/5 of tequila to it or 1 liter of tequila, your choice. Mix it up and it makes this great blended frozen slushy. Okay. And I'm just going to layer this in the middle, but I actually used vanilla vodka and Coco Real. Coco Real, real cream of coconut. I mix that with the big bucket, and that actually makes it taste like key lime pie. So this bucket is now Big Bucket Key Lime Pie on top of the Big Bucket Blue Hawaiian. Gotta be careful with that one. And here is the strawberry. Big Bucket Strawberry. But I didn't put rum or tequila in this. This one is actually made with my favorite cinnamon whiskey. Top that up with your favorite cinnamon whiskey. Let it freeze. How festive is that? The center is a little bit more green than it is white, but I added the Coco Real to try to make it more white. But this looks great. And don't forget that these buckets do not need to be frozen. They are great. Just pour all the ingredients together and walk into the party, serve it over ice. That's why we have this great spigot or the spout on there. Fabulous, fabulous choices. Look at these beautiful 4th of July Independence Day cocktails. My name's Dean Cerneals, and we'll see you on the next Mixed Drink Mondays. Thanks to Captain Cork. Check us out at mixologypro.com.